Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is just a good example of the insanity that has been going on. But this will take a while, so I am not going to hold this off for very long. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So we have this here with Sarah Fields. I'm looking for an attorney. Defamation has consequences, and if I need to crowdsource for the funds, I will. This is Sarah Fields, pretty much saying that she's looking to sue Charleston White for all the stuff that he's been saying, and that has more relevance to what's been going with the messages between Sarah Fields and Drew Anthony, which went unhinged. So she says here, Charleston White posted this an hour ago. It's at 100K views and counting. The entire video spews lies about the Metcalf family and Austin. He mentioned my name at least 100 times. He fantasized about white people dying, saying he wanted to watch white people get shot in real life. He called me a meth whore, told everyone I was on drugs, and said my information is coming from someone from the inside. I can't even repeat everything he said without going against TOS on this platform. It's bad. No, it was really bad, and you guys have seen the entire clip. Yeah, if you actually seen the video, you would know what he has said. I want an attorney, and Discovery will be revealing. He replaced the target on me, my unborn child, and my family. I am not going to stop reporting, but I'm also not going to sit here and continue to allow this libel to be spewed about me when violent people are clearly involved. If they can't silence me, they will use incitement to get what they want. They know what they're doing. How much were you paid, Charleston? Full link to his video is in the comments. If an attorney wants to help see that, if an attorney that wants to help sees this and believes I have a case, please reach out. So yeah, we don't need to go over this because we already went through this already in the previous video. So what we're going to be doing though is be going over what's been going. What we're going to be doing, though, is going over the actual things that we have here. So we have this. So we have Drew Anthony with this whole scenario. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to probably do it this way. I'm going to do it this way because it will just be better for everyone. So we have this here. Now, I'm going to try to zoom in as much as possible. There we go. So we have this here from Drew Anthony, and he says, this is sending messages to Sarah Fields. I come in peace. Can you please start sharing the truth and be honest about things? Your investigations are making my family unsafe. We're not the monsters you're portraying us to be. I haven't spoken up because some people have hidden agendas. As a Christian, I hope you understand. There are events I've kept quiet about that would surprise you. Please consider posting accurate information once the facts are corrected. Be blessed. And he goes on to say, can you leave me and my family alone? Now, here's the thing is, he starts off very genuine and nice, right? But as you see later on, as this progresses, it gets worse and worse. So he goes on to say as well, can you please stop attacking my family with lies? It says, no lies have been told. Stop messaging me. Separate yourself from Dominic Alexander. You are taking your own reputation by being affiliated with him. That man is evil, and until you separate yourself from Next Generation Action Network, I will never stop reporting on him. He says, come on, you're making stuff up right now. If I send you the facts, will you apologize? If you don't believe me, go ask Dominic Alexander for the printout that he held up. That was one of about 500 threats that I have received in the last 3 weeks. I'm not trying to make you upset. I come in peace. I have the facts. I have the report. You can send me whatever you want, but if it aligns with what I have already reported, then no, I am not apologizing to you. And Drew Anthony goes on to say, you sure? If I can give you the report and the video of what happened, with text from the chief and investigators, will you apologize publicly and leave us alone? And just so you know, don't you dare talk to me about making your family unsafe. I have done nothing but reported the truth. Dominic Alexander targeted me at his press conference, holding up a threat towards me where someone literally threatened to grape me. Since then, I have had threats from Antifa and BLM activists to the point I have had to have a security team for my home. And I have had to have security every time I leave my home to protect my children. So don't even start with the whole victimhood of being attacked and threatened. I didn't get to start a fundraiser and raise $1 million like you did. Have a great day. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry you feel that way. Goes, honestly, I haven't said anything because some people only see one side. Think about how you coming at me now for no reason. I just asked if I give the facts for an apology, and you said no. You have no solution, only problems. Solution: separate from Alexander. Last time I'll say it. Then what to do next? I understand the way you feel. I didn't do anything to you, huh? You need to understand that part of the reason, this is from Sarah Field saying this, that we are doing so much reporting on Dominic Alexander is to make sure that people understand that he uses people. He has a long criminal past, and his ways have not changed. He uses people to grift and to stoke the fire and to get attention. He's done it to people for years now, and he is using you. He preys on situations like yours. He did it to this woman. He used a horrible situation to bring attention to himself and never even asked the mother if he could do so. Yeah. Oh, by the way, before I actually get any further in this, and I completely forgot to do this, go support the quartering because he's the one that got this information out. I'm just taking screenshots of what I have and posting it to you. So if you want anything of the actual reporting that has been done, you can go to the quartering because he's the one that did this. I'm just giving all the information that I have because, nobody else is talking about this besides Sarah Fields, the quartering, and myself, honestly. So there's that. Drew Anthony, I see that post means a lot. I'm going to give you information what I can. I'm also going to talk to Dominic. Well, you had me, sis. What is going on? Can you get people to stop? I had you. What are you talking about? And get people to stop what? That's what Sarah Fields has said. He goes on to say here, he shows a video. I heard nothing about this from anyone else. Can you confirm if this is true? I myself have requested this video via open records request and have been denied. Wow, you can be on it. I just got the same call today about the video. I don't know. I should know tomorrow. I'm calling around to see if I'll let you know. We getting so many different stories. Also, again, still a lot of this is going fine. There's nothing really too crazy here. Just a normal conversation between two people, two adults. He goes on to say here with Drew Anthony, says, I didn't know anything of a video until today. Do you think this is why they're taking so long with the indictment? It's like every day is a new obstacle. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. Yes, she goes on to say yes, there is video, but I do not believe it will be released till court. Indictments, my apologies, can take a long time. Complex cases with extensive evidence and multiple defendants may take longer to process. It could take months or even a year or two. He goes with this emotional manipulation thing. This is what these people do because all these people, both people on this side of the aisle, the left side of the aisle, are always use emotional manipulation. That's their go-to. He goes on to say, Happy Mother's Day. Also says, why are you so one-sided when it comes to my family? I feel bad for you because you are being used. Continue being blessed. I feel like you want us deceased. It's like you want people to continue to target us. You are being used, she says. No one controls me. Thanks. Walk away from Dominic. I'm not going to stop shedding light on the truth. Okay, he goes on to say, stay blessed. You realize you put pictures of my minor kids, right? Which his kids are on Facebook. By the way, people, if you do not want your kids to be doxxed or seen, probably don't put your kids on Facebook. That might be the first thing not to do, all right? Because Facebook is public information. And unless you put it on private, you just kind of just let people have access to stuff, all right? Spare me, Drew. Have a good night. So did all the media, so did you. So did Dominic when he shared articles. Stop looking for things to come at me for. It won't work. Drop Dominic Alexander. You realize your own son was a minor until just recently, right? That's seriously what you decided to message me. He goes on to say, be blessed. Please stop. Really, I guess no more contact. I just was trying to keep peace. Be blessed. I will continue to pray for y'all success, even though y'all pray for my demise. Again, more of this emotional gaslighting, BS type of crap here. It's not working, right? Obviously, we're not going to deal with this emotional stuff. He says, I don't know who y'all is. I don't prosper anyone's demise. Goes on to say, condolences to the Metcalfs. Well, we're going to do this because the thing is that this is This is point number 5. This is part 2. Anyways, says I'm not in anyone's business of sowing conflict and division, nor causing embarrassment. I sincerely hope you've communicated our condolences to the Metcalfs. Yet it seems to no matter what we do, it never feels like it's enough. People like you seem to believe you're helping when in fact you're only adding to the situation for your own motives. You're taking their pain and trying to help, but you keep forcing everyone involved to relive that dreadful day we all wish we could erase. If you're wondering why I haven't spoken to him personally, it's because the world continues to feel this whole ordeal. And he goes to say, I'm terrified he's trying to unalive me and my family. You just chose to highlight something about the mother, and I had previously told you to address it. Yet you claim to be speaking the truth. Instead, it feels you're exploding to the family's grief for your own benefit. I hope I'm wrong. Which is not what any of us are doing. We're just reporting on the news that we have or the information that we're getting. He goes, she says here that I am completely, nope. Here we go. He poses a picture of like a false picture of her, of what it's doing. People sent me things about you, and I've been fighting for you, but I see what kind of person you really are. I'm done with you. Bless. That is, that's the problem. I hate with this. Be blessed. I hate these religious types because everybody uses nowadays the religion to stir things. It's really annoying. Goes on to say, that is misinformation, started by Tiffany Billions, who has done nothing but spread misinformation. Sorry that you fell for it. It goes on to say, all my reporting is factual, and I am completely backed by the Metcalf family. I have done the best that I can to make sure that the information I share has receipts and evidence, and I'm not going to stop. I don't know why you personally attacked me as a reporter, but honestly, it just needs to end. Was your son expelled? But it's great for you to put misinformation about my son and family. So again, this is more stuff here. Let's see, 17. So this is the same here. So what does it call when you're only attack one side of a color? You haven't said anything else about anyone else. He says, I wanted you to keep in mind that I have a lot of receipts and records requests that I have done on your name that I have not produced it publicly, and I don't plan on doing so because I don't think it is helpful. But the side that is defending people like Tiffany Binions has done nothing but try to create drama and speculation and make wild guesses the entire time. If you go back 4 years, I do not care about party affiliation or color. I go after criminals, and I go after people for doing the wrong thing. I have never brought up race in any matter. Yeah, so that's the same thing with I do here. I don't care about party affiliation. If you're a Republican, I'm going to call on your crap. If you're a Democrat, I'm going to call you on your crap. Just same thing where I blasted Donald Trump and the DOJ. I am fair on all sides. I don't align with any type of side here. It just so happens that the Republican Party seems to be a lot more sane and way less violent. So again, we have this here. Are you okay, hypocrite? Do you realize you talking about someone you making this a race issue and that family? Please stop. Please stop. America doesn't need this. Not one time have I made this a race issue. I've never brought up race. No, because the only people that have brought up race is actually the public, because the public has seen on what's been going on with certain black people and their current privileges at this current point in time, and they're tired of it. So what is it? Call when you only attack one side of a color. You haven't said anything else about anyone else. He goes on to say here, you must be obsessed with us. You need Jesus. He says, nope, I'm just a very thorough reporter, which makes me good at my job. That was staged. Y'all did that to make it seem like y'all wasn't with it, but y'all was. Hello, what? That was not staged. I have Jake Lang blocked, and because I refused to go to that rally, he had called me a coward. None of that has been staged. Part of y'all games, but it's okay. Goes, I'll say, sure, Drew. Again, I didn't even condone that rally at all. It was not staged, but very, very little people went to it. Not a lot of people went to that stupid rally, and nobody should have. It was stupid, it was dumb, and he's just trying to grift onto the suffering of these people. What we're doing is not what we're doing. We're just reporting on what's going on and our opinions on the actual matter. It says, Sarah, you know what you're not doing, not right. This guy obviously can't type or spell. You're doing this for your self gain. Done. Again, he posts like things of other people committing heinous crimes or whatever that is, like a white person doing this. The difference is that the white people are not putting up a GoFundMe for the crimes that they have done, right? That's the difference here. And it's not like that's the thing. Like, and you can't report every single incident that's been going on, right? It's just not possible. This country has 350 million people. You can't cover every single little thing. So he's just trying to prove that she's a racist and she's owned after black people when that's just not the case. Goes on to say, no answer. If everything is a lie, why are you worried about everyone telling her the truth? Sarah, please stop. Stop. You the one creating a race war with these stacks. Stop. Again, posting another person with a Justin Eckhoff. Goodness, the brainwashing is insane. Coming from Sarah Fields. Who you think is brainwashing when they don't agree? When you say that this is about race, it's not. Dominic Alexander really has his claws in you. Jeff has his claws in you, but why are you also afraid of everyone that speak the truth regarding what happened? Jeff is playing you. He goes on to say is, why do you think he's paying to push a false narrative? I never even said anything to the public. Let the facts be the facts. Why are you only one-sided? You might not be racist, but you show racist features. He's trying to assassinate me and my family. Don't get caught in a Rico being foolish. I'm really a sincere person. I really love God, people, and peace. No, you're an actual racist grifter, and you're showing what your side is, and this is further coming to the understanding of why your son turned out to be the way he is. If his parents are any remotely like this, the way that you're portraying yourself, it makes a lot of sense onto why your kid is like this. Again, she's not being racist, and you're threatening her, which is wild. It gets worse, by the way. Jeff isn't playing anyone. So again, I'm gonna go off to what this person is saying now just drew. He says, since you're so focused on Dominic, let's have a discussion about him. I don't judge people based on their past. We all have one. Just like you, the Bible teaches that no sin is greater than another, so who are you to judge? You spread negativity about him while ignoring the information I tried to stop. But you continue to attack, showing your intent. Destruction is, on destruction. It's evident from your messages you have unresolved trauma and animosity to address. You talk about race issues, however, you focus on one race and claim not to be racist. Yet if you display racist tendencies, I'll let you ponder that. I converse with you because I believe you're being manipulated in this unfortunate situation. Again, I'm fine discussing facts, but targeting others in the same way is unfair. I advise Dominic not to engage with you, maintain peace, yet you persist. He goes on to say, who's being taken advantage of? She says here, this is about his past. You're completely looking over the fact that he is actively breaking the law. I don't have any unresolved trauma. I just can't stand racists and criminals and people who grift and take advantage of other people and lie. How is she actually racially charged? What law has he broke? You there, Jeff told you to stop talking. So you have not paid attention. Jeff doesn't tell me to do anything. I answer to no one. Again, he goes on to report more things about people hurting people, etc. from one side. He goes on to say here, look at the hate that you are creating, and it says. Insane here. She goes on to say, I didn't abandon my children, but keep listening to a known liar. Goes on to say, I have the proof. I want you do you like you do others for recognition. Your so-called truth is creating hate among this country. If they're getting hate from people, it's because they keep giving information like you false information to push a hateful agenda. No, because that's not what's happening here. Essentially, is that again you're the one that's been pushing very racial agenda here. This is what you've been doing. This is proven that you are along with Dominic Alexander at this point, and this is not going to go well for you because I'm pretty sure Sarah Fields is going to send this to the court, and it's not going to play well for you at all. Says I'm trying to keep peace and let the courts do their job, but it's okay for you to have a past, but not Dominic. One-sided. Goes on to say here, what false narrative are you fighting against? And then he goes on to say here, What relevance does this have regarding your continuous focus on my son and my family? It seems you cannot garner any attention without mentioning us. Despite being a journalist, have you noticed the comments you receive? It appears you are content with them as you thrive on the negative attention and animosity. As a creator, I can't. I know what she says, what she goes through, and in the same way, it's like you have no control of what people say in your comment section. All right, you just have no absolute control. So what if when you get a certain enough big enough following, there is no control that you have. It's just like it is what it is. You could not condone it, and people will still sell things. So there's nothing you can do about that. I know you're not putting everything out using in those emails. You know you see other things in those emails that you don't want to report on. Why is that, Sarah? Crickets. Again, he's getting more unhinged. He's just completely getting more unhinged. Meltdown, don't flatter yourself. I have the files. I'm just asking why you are one-sided. Then send the files, Drew. Send the files so we can see. By the way, I might be a small person, small reporter or whatever, but you can always send me a message through my Twitter account or X, and I'll be confidential and I won't release any of this information to you or who did this. I would say I got anonymous sources, but give me the information so that way I can help. That's it. I want the truth out there. I'm absolutely shocked that you're missing the point. Yet again, I'm in the midst of trying to expose Dominic. You're intentionally stirring up racial tensions and causing immense distress for both families. This is becoming a truthful, dreadful situation, and the harassment is putting everyone at serious risk. The reason why you're getting harassment is because you guys are lying about everything that you do. It's just pretty simple. It says, you don't see it just like he don't see me talking to you. Do you think there's a race problem in America? Honestly. And yeah, there is. There is a race problem in America, actually. It's mostly coming from the blacks, let's be honest. We could change the world for the better is all I'm saying. The sign of insanity is doing the same things over and expecting different results. That's why you just can't be good. You have to be great. She says, I see you, big dog. I don't know what this means, but okay. You're mad I'm telling people to not use slurs. Okay. And he goes on to say here, I see what you started a starting array of division and unilateral perspectives. Why are you putting fingers with skeletons in your own closet? This situation is far more significant than just concerning my son. It highlights the astounding unfairness of the justice system and reveals how some people are astonishingly one-sided in their views. What's that sound like to you? He goes on to say here in this unhinged rant in all caps, Tiffany Billion's stuff and trying to make it yours. Are you evil and will have bad luck? You realize the truth will come out. Never forget you nobody without us. I'm so done trying to be right by you. You said there was no video and now there is. You didn't. Well, again, you have lost your mind. There is no video. At least there's no video publicly available for anyone whatsoever. That's the thing. We don't have access to the video. If I could give you guys a video right now, I would, but I can't. It's not publicly available to me. You really took all Tiffany Billion stuff and trying to make it yours. You evil and will have bad luck, etc., stuff like this. You get her deleted because you was afraid of her. But you speaking facts, though. You scared. I have the emails you requested after her stop playing games. She says here, I've been sending FOIA to the FCC for years. I don't care what emails you have. I have been sending FOIAs from the beginning, including the FOIA of her requests. This is how I do my job. What did she lie about? You got scared when she said she was about to expose you. She lied about Hunter. She lied about what she saw in the video. She lied about everything. So again, go read the article and documents and leave me be because you're acting unhinged. Well, she is acting completely unhinged. You know the truth and you're trying to make your name off a lie. Be careful. God always has my back. I'm never a person and can be unhinged because I'm black. I'm trying to make peace with real fact with no offense, a toxic and delusional person. You saying I'm unhinged because you know who really is unhinged deep down inside. This guy is projecting. But you want to speak on it because of the hate in your heart. I speak to you with love and compassion while you want to create one-sided false narrative. God always wins. Again, these people are always using emotional manipulation and acting themselves as good faith when they're technically the bad people here. He says here, you still haven't shown me any proof. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean by that. If you was certain by today, you should put their information out. This is going to sorry. Again, he hasn't posted any information about the case whatsoever. He's done absolutely nothing. So again, everything that he's doing. Now, this is where he goes really batshit off the walls, all right? There you go, delusional again. You didn't have anything. My son defended himself. Maybe if you was a parent and your child would have defended themselves, she might not have been, assaulted. I never said anything to anyone about the lies you spread. You, the one with the half truths, not us. You scared of Tiffany because she must have had the truth. LOL, yo. I don't know her. Tiffany has nothing but an evil agenda. My daughter was 6. What the F is wrong with you? That's an appropriate response to what this freaking madman has said. I didn't mean anything by that. I'm sorry. F you, which is another good response. No, really, that was just an example. You still haven't shown me any proof. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And again, this guy is unhinged. The Anthony family is showing to be completely unhinged here. And it seems like Drew Anthony has a huge problem with himself, and he needs to sort some stuff out. But this is not going to go well for him. This is going to make things worse for his son. This is going to be found out in court, and it's just going to be bad. So this is what these people do. The Anthony family is unhinged. His father is definitely insane, and I don't know what to tell people about this, but this is insane. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care, my friends.